Hey guys, so today's video's a little bit different. It's going to be uncut and definitely really not necessarily deep, but definitely going to be talking about something that kind of gets me emotional, but also not. Um, Last night I was messing with things because I get jittery when I start talking about things. Um Last night I got to thinking about how I am not going to college. I am not going to um the community college in my town because I've made that decision. And the first person I told was my mother. And although she was very skeptical, she accepted it and was perfectly fine with me, being fine with me not going to school. She just didn't want me ending up on the streets, not doing anything, not knowing where I'm going, not knowing my path. But I do know my path. I do know what I want to do. I do want to do certain things, and I'm putting myself on that path to do that. Um, Second person I told was my sister. Or, well, my mother told my sister, and she was perfectly fine. She was okay. She was like, as long as you go into culinary school like you promised. And I was like, yeah, I am gonna go into culinary school one day when I have enough money. That was my plan in the first place, was to get myself in a place financially where I can actually pay for myself to go to culinary school and pay for myself to move and do all these things, because I want to be independent. But of course, I'm going to need some help from my mother and from family and whatever. But as long as I buckle down on culinary school, that's what my sister said, she was perfectly fine. I will. One of these days I will. Maybe 2 years, maybe three. I have no idea, but I will get to culinary school. The rest of my family, on the other hand, does not know I'm not going to school. I'm not going to college. And the only reason why I'm not is because I wanted to go to college for culinary management so I could learn everything I need to know about opening my own bakery and everything I need to know about managing a bakery and finances and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm all down for that. It's just I panicked every time I thought about going to school and learning math again and learning all these things again. And I panicked and I freaked out because I could feel myself getting stressed out again. And I didn't want that. I don't want that. The only reason why I'm really stressed out, I get really stressed out about these things, is because of the tests. I can't do tests. I was scared of failing. So I'd rather not. And I've had so many people tell me, you're missing out on a lot of opportunities. And I've had people tell me, you should have gotten this because you get a student card, you get a lot of discounts. I've been told you get free money, if you had went, you could have gotten free money, you could have gotten all this, that, and the other thing. But I don't. I'd rather deal without those things than to put myself under stress and cry myself to sleep every night because of how stressed I am and how tired I am. I don't want to do that again. I did it all through high school and I hated it. I don't want to be a failure. Um, so I have yet to tell my father. And the only reason why is because I know him and the rest of his side of the family are going to be the ones who are like, they buckle down on college thing. They really want you to go to college. If you don't go to college, you're not successful. That's their mindset all the time. And I don't want to hear him say that. I already had that struggle with him when I told him I wasn't going to real college. I wasn't going to a university. I was just going to community college. I already had that discussion with him and I hated it. It was one of the worst things ever. I was frustrated because I was like, he told me it'd be better out there in the real world if you had your full college degree, da 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 da, whatever. And I was like, I can get certain things. I can do things without a college degree. And I know this because I've looked it up myself. I've learned these things. Nah, I think that's what he doesn't get. I can look up things and figure stuff out and find out if it's a good or bad thing for me to not go to college. And there's no real answer. There's real no right or wrong answer. High school, yeah, that one's an important one because if you don't have a high school education, nobody's going to take you. But not times are different. So he tells me all the time, I'm just like you. I went through the same thing, but the thing is times are different and he things change. Especially with the fact that the millennials are actually the ones who are starting up businesses and starting to do these things, and they understand each other a lot more. We all understand each other a lot more. So things are going to be different. On the other hand, there's no other hand. I have decided this because I want a healthy life. I want to be healthy, and for me to do that, I think college is not the right way to go. College isn't for everyone. That's what they always tell us. And I don't get it when they try to force us to actually go to college. It bothers me because if college isn't for everyone, why are we forcing every student to try and go? I don't know. But I'm not going to stop learning. Of course I'm going to still learn culinary management. Of course I'm still going to learn videography. I just won't go to a class to do it. I won't go to a school to do it. I'll probably take a few classes in it, but I won't go to a college to stress myself out about it. I'm not going to do that because I'd rather not. I'd rather be healthy and safe and not crying every night because of schoolwork. So there's that. I don't want to hear my dad lecture me. That's the one thing I freaked out about last night was the fact that I know I'm going to hear him lecture me. I know it. He's going to be like, well, how come you're not going to college? You're going to ruin this. You're going to ruin that. I did the same thing. You're going to regret it. And I'm like, I don't regret choosing not to go to college. I actually am proud of my decision. I thought this over so many times and I realize I'm perfectly fine. I'm okay. Because I'm okay. I don't need a college degree. I can go get my culinary certificate in a couple of years, and I will figure out how to open a bakery. I'll do it. I'll do it all on my own, because that's what entrepreneurship is. I want to be an entrepreneur, and I want to start a business on my own. Honestly, I've seen people do it without going to college. I've seen so many people start their own business without having a business degree or without going to college. I know someone personally who did not go to college for what they do now. And she's an entrepreneur. She opened her own photography business without going to college or without going to school for it. And it's amazing. That's what I want to do. I want to start my own stuff. And I'm hoping YouTube puts me up on that pedestal because I do want to do videography. I find filmography and videography so interesting. And the fact that I keep looking it up and looking more into it, it amazes me every time. I do the same thing with baking and even tech stuff. Like, I love all these things, and I'm hoping that YouTube puts me up on that pedestal to help me get myself started out there, because I can actually do a lot of things if I really put my mind to it, and I really am. So this took a turn for 9 minutes of me talking about why I'm not going to college, why I'm scared to tell my father, and what I want to do. And I guess in the end, I'm trying to tell all of you who are questioning not going to college, if you really don't want to, if it really stresses you out, make the decision of not going, because maybe it'll be the best decision ever. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be bad, but you never know. Take risks in life. Sometimes that's the best thing to do, is to take a risk. So that's it. 10 minutes of me talking. So much for our Vlogmas Day 6. Yeah, Vlogmas Day 6. It's an interesting vlog because it's just not Christmassy, but very, very talky and very deep. But I wanted to get it out. I wanted to talk about it. This is definitely not going to be edited. It's a definitely long one take, and some people probably not going to watch it till the end, but whatever. That has been me. You can follow me on all my social media. You can like and subscribe if you really want to. But that's about it. I'm so sorry for the mess in the background that you see. I have not cleaned my room. I actually have not been in my room for a week. I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because this thing right here is so uncomfortable, so I've been sleeping on the couch. Anyways, that's about it. I will see you all tomorrow.